This video is brought to you by Saraswati Vidyalaya Union.
We are going to study about the circulation in animals. In this circulation in animals, this topic we are going to study in detail. In this circulation of animals, in all the higher animals, this circulation is there. This circulation takes place with the help of a special fluid. Okay, so that special fluid which is present, that special fluid which is known as the blood, means the transportation of substances takes place with the help of special fluid that is called as the blood. Means in this, from higher annelidas, means in the higher animals, from annelida to the chordata, from annelida to the chordata. So for the transportation, for the circulation, there is a special circulating fluid is present, and that special circulating fluid which is known as the blood. Means for the transportation it is important. Okay, now here this blood circulation, there are the two types of blood circulation. Okay, in that first type of circulation, which is known as the open circulation, that we have already studied in our 11th standard. Open circulation. And the second one is there, that is known as the closed circulation. Now let's see about this open circulation and closed circulation. Now in this, first we'll see about the open circulation. Now this type of circulation, mainly it is present in arthropods and mollusks. Arthropod is cockroach, mollusk means snail. In this type of open circulation takes place. Now what are the points in the open circulation? See that indirectly we'll see the distinguishing point between the open circulation as well as closed circulation. Now this open circulation is there. This open circulation which takes place through, here for the open circulation, it takes place through, so there is a presence of body cavity. That body cavity which is known as the hemocoel. There is a blood cavity is present actually. With the help of that hemocoel, hemo means blood. Okay, so these blood cavities are present. So that blood cavities which is known as the hemocoel. So in the vessel, in that organism, the circulation takes place with the help of the hemocoel. Means in this open circulation there is absence of blood vessel. The blood vessels are not present. Okay, means here what happened, there is an exchange of substances. There is exchange of the substances, exchange of material. So that exchange of material is directly from, that is between, that exchange of the substances, it is directly occur between the blood and cells, or you can say that tissues. Means suppose this is the blood, so directly the exchange of material takes place between the tissues and blood. Okay, so this is the one of the thing. Now here, so that blood which is flowing through this, the blood which is flowing through the blood cavities, so that body cavities through that hemocoel, so at that time the blood pressure is very low. It is flowing with the low blood pressure. Okay, and in this open circulatory system, in this there is absence of respiratory pigment, means that respiratory pigments are not present. Now which are the respiratory pigment? Means the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is absent. Respiratory, it do not have, means no respiratory pigments. Means here they cannot, means there is a no transportation of gases. It does not transport gases. Means we have seen before this, means there is the transporting gases of what? That is oxygen and carbon dioxide. So that exchange of the gases means these gases are not transporting through this open circulation. Okay, generally this open circulation occurs in the arthropods and mollusca. Now the next type of circulation is there, that is known as the second type of the circulation. It is known as closed type of circulation. See this open type means here blood vessels are absent, means directly there is a contact between the blood and the cell or the tissues. Now here closed circulation means what? There is no directly contact of that blood with that tissues. Means over there blood vessels are present. Now let's see in detail. Here, so there is the movement of the blood which takes place all over the body. Okay, that blood is flowing. That flowing all over the body. With the help of network of capillaries. With the help of network of capillaries. And here that blood is there. So in the closed circulatory system, first thing I'll tell you about this. This closed circulatory system mainly it occurs in the higher annelids. In higher annelids as well as in the higher organism. Okay. Now here that blood is there which is present within the blood capillaries. The blood is flowing within blood capillaries, means that blood capillaries are there, blood vessels are present. Here we have seen there is no blood vessel, but here blood vessels are present in the closed circulatory system. And here we have seen there is exchange of material between, means there is a directly from blood to the cell and from cell to the blood. Now here that exchange of material, exchange of substances from blood to tissues. The exchange of material from blood to the tissues with the help of, means there is no directly contact of blood and tissues, so the exchange of material which takes place with the help of intermediate fluid. That intermediate fluid is present, and that intermediate fluid which is known as the lymph. With the help of this lymph, so that from the blood material. Now here that lymph is present. With the help of lymph, that blood enters into these tissues. That intermediate fluid is present. Here like that intermediate fluid is not present. There is a direct contact between the blood and cell. Now here blood which is flowing, so it flow with the high pressure. Here blood flowing with the low pressure. And here while flowing that blood, so that blood having the respiratory pigment. In the blood, respiratory pigments are present. And that respiratory pigments which are known as the HB. That respiratory pigment which are known as the HB. So this HB is absent in the open circulation. In the blood that it is absent, but that HB it is present in the respiratory pigment. See that indirectly you can concentrate on the distinguishing point between the open circulation and the closed circulation. Now here, so in the closed circulatory system, so that blood which is important to transport gases. Means for the exchange of substances, for the exchange of gases such as the oxygen, carbon dioxide. So like these are the exchange of gases takes place into the closed circulatory system. See that once again I will tell you. So here two types of circulations are there. One is known as the open circulation, closed circulation. This open circulation which is present in arthropods as well as mollusks. Okay, so here closed circulatory system which occur in higher annelids as well as we can say that higher mollusks. Okay, here there is no proper blood vessel. Blood is not flowing through the blood vessel. So there is the blood cavity is present and body cavity is present. Through that body cavity, then blood is flowing all around the body. Okay, for example, we have already seen in the cockroach. Then there is no blood vessel. There is an exchange of material taking place directly from blood to lung tissues or from tissues directly to the blood. Okay, so while flowing that blood, so that having that blood pressure is the low blood pressure. In this, no respiratory pigment. That respiratory pigments are absent. So there is no transportation of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Now here in the closed circulatory system, it is occur in higher mollusks and the annelids. So blood which is flowing all over the body with the help of capillaries, network of capillaries. In that blood is flowing through the proper blood vessels. And whenever there is a movement of blood takes place, there is the exchange of material from blood to tissues, from tissues to blood with the help of there is a fluid is present. Okay, so that proper fluid is present, that intermediate fluid is present. That intermediate fluid which is known as the lymph. And that blood which is flowing through that blood vessel, so that is having high blood pressure. Okay, and that respiratory pigments are also present, that is HB is also present, and it transport the gases, that is of carbon dioxide and the oxygen. Both of these gases can be transported, and with the help of the blood only our body, our cell, our each and every body part is getting these gases. Okay, but here this closed circulatory systems are there. In that again the two types are there. In that the first type is there. It is known as the single circulation. First type, it is known as the single circulation, and the second one is there which is known as the double circulation. The name itself gives information. Afterward we are going to study in detail, but then also name itself gives information. Single circulation means the movement of blood takes place only once. So that transportation means that movement of blood through heart only once. That's why it is known as a single circulation. And double circulation means what? The movement of blood through heart twice. That's why it is known as a double circulation. In the next thing, we'll see in detail.